Welcome to 843 TV, and this show we're going to have a special show about what is this airplane and all the wonderful things that are happening in Beaufort County. But I want to introduce you to a veteran pilot. He was a fighter pilot. This is Matt Morgan, and you are the chief pilot for this airplane. And can you tell me a little bit about this airplane?
Sure, Kathryn, it's great to have you here. This is a 1968 OV-10 Bronco. It was designed and built mainly for the Marine Corps, but this particular aircraft was used by the Navy in Vietnam, and then went to the Marine Corps and Department of State before the county got it about a decade ago. And since then, we've been using it to control adult mosquitoes here in Beaufort County.
And I just want to tell you a little bit about Matt. Matt just recently retired from serving. Thank you so much for your service as a Navy jet pilot, and you've been here for a year, right?
That's right.
You came back home.
Back home. It's good to be back in the Lowcountry. And
we are delighted to have you too. So today, let me tell you who our guests are. I have Chuck Atkinson, who's the Assistant County Administrator for the Development and Recreation Division. We have Robert Kartner, who's the Deputy Director of Mosquito Control here. And also we have Patrick Hill, who's the Assistant County Administrator of IT and Communications. So we have a big show ahead of us. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
.843 TV, where the Lowcountry comes to speak. .843 TV,
where communities come to speak. And we are with 843 TV, and I'm delighted to introduce you to Chuck Atkinson, who is part of the Beaufort Park and Rec Association here in Beaufort County. And there is so much good things that are going on in this county that I'd love to get an update from you.
Great, yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity. It's always exciting to talk about the wonderful things that we're doing in Parks and Rec. You know, coming out of COVID, we have made a very asserted effort to upfit some of our existing facilities. And in addition to that, we're working on a master plan, which is very forward-looking. But if it's okay, I'd like to cover a few things that we've been doing over the past year and share that with folks who are
Absolutely. You know,
watching.
there's a lot of good things happening before you get onto your list. But one thing I love about Beaufort County is that it's lifestyle. You want healthy lifestyle for your residents. So let's hear the list. What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the chairman of our council, he likes to say live, work, and play. And as staff, we certainly agree with that. So some of the things that we've been working on, we're in the process of surfacing all of our outdoor basketball courts throughout the county. Shell Point tennis courts, South Side and Bluffton Center. As you know, pickleball has become very popular. And what we have done there is we have converted older tennis courts. There were 2 tennis courts at each location. We have resurfaced them, and we have converted one of those tennis courts into 2 pickleball courts at each of those locations. In addition, at our Lynn Brown Center and at our Bluffton Center, we have striped pickleball temporary court lines on the basketball courts, which folks seem to really be enjoying. We have our downtown tennis courts, which are undergoing a $750,000 complete renovation. All 7 courts are going to be torn out, and we're going to revitalize that. Our Lynn Brown Center in downtown Beaufort, we've added a new weight room. We have opened that up recently, and we have added cardio equipment. We've resurfaced 9 baseball infields. We've reclayed those, which was definitely needed. And we are in phase 3 of our Buckwalter, which is a $9 million improvement there to bring it full circle, which includes a tennis complex and other soccer amenities. So yeah, I mean, we've been very busy. So we're excited about that.
It's very exciting, and it's delightful to hear this as well, because let me ask you this. Did you go to the community and put out a survey? Did you sort of get the community to come back to you with their thoughts? Did you?
So that's part of the master plan. In 2019, spring of 2019, for our fiscal year 2020, we included money in that fiscal year's budget for a master plan. The master plan is a very forward-looking plan. We know sort of where we are now, but the master plan sets wheels in motion to guide where we're going to be in the next 10, 15, 20 years.
Okay, so we in this master plan, we are in stage 1, or how would you help people understand where along you're in the process? Yeah,
sure. So it's a 10-step process.
Okay.
Step 1, we put the RFP out. We hired Wooden Partners out of Charleston. They began work last August, and what they started doing is putting together demographics, trends within Parks and Rec, and they put together a list of our facilities and then assessed all of those facilities. That was step 1. Step 2, we invited the community out to engagement meetings. We did 5 of them, and I'll list where they were. They were at the Buckwalter Center, Burton Wells Center, Dale Community Center, Scott Center, and Lynn Brown Center. We had about 100 folks come out for each one of those meetings. It was very well attended, great conversation, a lot of good input. Coming out of that, which is where we are now, the consultant is putting together all of this information and creating a survey which will be on the master planning website, which I'll give you at the end of our discussion. And folks will be able to go on, put their input in, and then the additional steps include recreation program assessments, level of service analysis, Parks and Rec Department staffing assessments, athletic events assessments, and so on. And then somewhere in the fall, when all of this is put together, County Council will be presented with a report and a plan that they can adopt to guide our growth for the next 10 or 15 years.
Well, that's terrific, and I love the fact that you bring the community in. And so when you had the 100 people come to the community meetings, what was on their mind? What did they ask for? What's looking for? So
in Parks and Rec, clearly everybody has their own thing that they like to do. So there were comments about baseball, tennis, pickleball, having more services in our outlying centers. It was really it was a very diverse crowd, which is wonderful. That's what we wanted. And everyone seemed to have their own likes about what they wanted to see. And we're going to compile all of that, put the survey out. And, the ultimate goal is to be good stewards of the county's resources and provide relevant recreational opportunities for everyone in our community.
I mean, that's terrific. The healthy lifestyle here in Beaufort County. So we have another minute to go. So what else can we share with our audience, what's going on? So what other stages ahead? You're obviously going to put the survey out. We're going to find out about that. But after that, for earmarked dollars, anything else that you can share with us?
Yeah, so something that we have been doing as staff is we have been actively seeking grant money through PARD, through A&H tax grants, things of that nature. So we're looking for more than just tax money, if you will, to fund all of this, again, trying to be good stewards. So what I would like to do is share the websites where people can go. PlayBeaufortCounty.com, that's where you can go right now and see where we are with our master plan. There's a comment box, and folks can leave open comments, suggestions, whatnot on there. And the survey will be active May of this year, in a couple of months. And then we will invite everyone to go online to playbeaufortcounty.com, fill out that survey, and help our consultant really nail down what the needs are in the community. As far as needs right now, we need staff. We need recreation aides, and we need referees and
so you're hiring.
Coaches. We're hiring, absolutely.
This is terrific news.
So go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, but our time has run out, but there's a lot but I'd love to, you gave us the website and you're hiring. So we will be right back, and thank you so much, Chuck, for joining me. Behind me, we have an airplane, and we're going to find out about that in our next segment. This is Airport Cir TV. We'll be right back.